Hello, my name is Tony Blair, and I get to serve you as a facilitator for this course. And I'm delighted that you have decided to join us for this. Just a little bit about me, so you know who's working with you on this a bit. I am not the Prime Minister of Great Britain, or the former one, if you're familiar with that name. I have been serving in a variety of roles over the years in both the church and academy. I've been bivocational for the last 30 years. I've been a pastor for 40 and continue to pastor uh, on a limited basis at a church in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. I've been in higher ed full time for 30 years and in a variety of roles. My academic disciplines are history and leadership, although I have spent a fair amount of time working with other disciplines like religion and ministry and spiritual formation and a variety of other things. If you're one of those that says, I'm not exactly sure what my academic discipline is, so you have a sympathetic listening ear here. I don't know exactly what mine is. One of my realizations back a number of years ago was that the 20th century was really the century of specialized academic disciplines, and they still matter and we still use them here, but most new knowledge is being generated in conversations between disciplines. And I love doing that. I love reading widely and pulling things in and seeing where people are talking about similar things, maybe in different conversations. And sometimes what we as scholars get to do is listen in and pay attention to those kind of things. So that's a little bit of who I am. The spiritual life really matters to me as much as the intellectual life, which is one of the temptations sometimes, not just of academia in general, but particularly at the doctoral level, to make it overly cognitive. It needs to be cognitive, but it also needs to be more holistic than that. And that's why I love the Kairos emphasis on the integration of content and character. Who do we become with as a result of this, and craft? What do we do with it? I was a longtime professor who ended up becoming a higher ed administrator, the dean of a graduate school, a major Christian university, became the president of a seminary here in Pennsylvania, Evangelical Seminary, and led our seminary several years ago into joining with a number of other schools and to become Kairos University. Sioux Falls Seminary was the hub of that. So that's how Kairos was created. That's how I and many of the others of us who are core faculty ended up here. And this is one reason we're so passionate about this model of learning. Um, my role here is not primarily to be a content expert. I will not pretend to know everything about this, and please don't ask me to. You have mentor teams who will help you with that. Even they don't know everything. This is doctoral studies, so we're trying to encourage you to become a hunter gatherer, to be able to find the sources, to follow your own questions, to become a peer by the end of this process. So. So we want you to be able to look at the sources both within and without outside of Kairos University. What we're going to do in the course is have some conversations. Some of them will be between you and your mentor team, some between you and other students, some that I will be part of. We will have some other faculty and scholars speaking their passion and their wisdom into this process. Some of the conversations will probably just be between you and God, or you and yourself as you ponder and provoke. We do not believe that the quality of a program is necessarily in the quantity of labor. This will be intensive, but it will be in the depth of wisdom that emerges from it or that is provoked in you. So ideally, this works best if the questions that are coming at you in these courses are things that you just start pondering. It's not that you have to set aside 4 hours at a time to go and work on them. It's just that they will not let you alone. And you start interacting with those questions in the course of ordinary life, in course of your professional life, and things start coming together for you. And that's the magic of organic learning, the magic of what we call competency-based learning, where we're learning toward outcomes and not just credits. And we'll do a little bit of both here. So hopefully that's a bit of help. On the path right, I give you my email address if you need to contact me, if you need to get in touch with me, or we'll set up a Zoom conversation. I'll give you that as well. So I do look forward to getting to know you at least a bit through this process. Most of you I've known just through the process of coming into this. But hopefully it'll be helpful to you and not just advancing your career or your degree, but also into growing into being the kind of person that God has called us to be. Blessings on you as you do this.